Dirk Derrick Banks, known to the world as Lil Durk, was born on October 19, 1992, in the rough and gritty streets of Chicago, Illinois, raised in the crime-ridden neighborhood of Englewood on the city's south side. Dirk's early years were marked by adversity, loss, and an unrelenting struggle for survival. His father, Dante Banks Sr., was incarcerated when Dirk was just a baby, sentenced to life in prison for drug-related charges. That absence created a massive void in his life and placed the responsibility of raising Dirk and his siblings on the shoulders of his mother, who did what she could to provide amidst poverty and violence. From an early age, Dirk was aware of the dangers surrounding him. The lure of street life was hard to ignore. With limited opportunities and constant exposure to gang activity, Dirk found himself walking a tightrope between ambition and survival. He dropped out of Paul Robeson High School in his 10th grade, determined to find a better way, but also deeply entangled in the streets. It was during this period that he became affiliated with the Black Disciples, one of Chicago's most prominent gangs. But even in the midst of turmoil, Dirk found a spark. Music became his escape, a voice when he had none. Influenced by artists like Meek Mill and Lil Wayne, Dirk began releasing homemade tracks through social media platforms like MySpace and YouTube. His raw talent and authenticity started to turn heads locally. His early mixtapes, including I'm a Hitta and Life Ain't No Joke, gave him traction and attention beyond Chicago. The drill movement, a subgenre of hip-hop born in Chicago's inner city, was gaining momentum, and Lil Durk was quickly becoming one of its most recognizable voices. In 2012, Lil Durk's career took a significant leap with the release of his single L's Anthem. The gritty lyrics and dark, thumping beat struck a chord with fans who lived the life he was describing. That same year, he faced a turning point. He was arrested on a weapons charge and spent several months in jail. But rather than derail his momentum, it intensified his determination to succeed in music. After his release, Dirk signed with French Montana's Coke Boys label, a move that introduced him to a broader audience. However, he remained fiercely loyal to his Chicago roots. His 2013 mixtape, Signed to the Streets, was a critical success, showcasing Dirk's growth as a lyricist. It painted a picture of street life with emotional complexity touching on grief, loyalty, betrayal, and resilience. The mixtape caught the attention of Def Jam Records, and Dirk soon landed a deal with the legendary label. In 2015, he released his debut studio album, Remember My Name. The album was deeply personal, filled with reflections on the trauma he endured growing up. It peaked at number 14 on the Billboard 200 and proved that Dirk could not only make anthems for the streets, but also deliver introspective, emotionally charged music. Tracks like Me featuring Jeremy became mainstream hits while retaining authenticity. But fame didn't shield Dirk from tragedy. Over the years, he lost several close friends and collaborators to gun violence, including his cousin MacArthur OTF Nunu Swindle, and his childhood friend and fellow rapper, El Capone. The deaths weighed heavily on him, yet they also fueled his drive. Music became his therapy, a way to process the loss and channel the pain. Despite the growing recognition, Dirk faced challenges with his label. He eventually parted ways with Def Jam, and in 2018, made the bold decision to go independent, launching his own imprint, Only the Family OTF. The move gave him greater creative control and a platform to elevate other Chicago artists. Around this time, Dirk's music began evolving. While drill remained his foundation, he started experimenting with melody and vulnerability, setting him apart from many of his peers. His 2019 project Love Songs for the Streets 2 showcased this transformation. The album reached number 4 on the Billboard 200 and featured collaborations with Meek Mill, 21 Savage, and a Boogie Wit Da Hoodie. Songs like India PT 2, dedicated to his longtime girlfriend India Royale, revealed a softer, more personal side of Dirk that resonated with fans. 2020 was a breakout year for Lil Durk. Amid the global pandemic and ongoing social unrest, Dirk's voice became even more relevant. He released the album Just Cause Y'all Waited 2, which debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. But his collaboration with Drake on the track Laugh, Now Cry Later catapulted him into mainstream superstardom. The song peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and introduced him to a global audience. Later that year, he dropped The Voice, an album that cemented his place as one of hip-hop's leading voices, dedicated to his late friend and collaborator King Von, who was tragically killed in Atlanta. The album was both a tribute and a statement of perseverance. Dirk's lyrics captured the pain, rage, and confusion that come with losing someone to senseless violence emotions that echoed across communities facing similar losses. In 2021, Durk teamed up with Lil Baby to release the joint album, The Voice of the Heroes. The project was a commercial success, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200. It highlighted the synergy between the two rappers and underscored Durk's ability to shine even alongside the industry's top names. As Durk's fame soared, he remained committed to giving back. He launched community initiatives in Chicago, provided scholarships, and spoke out on social justice issues. Despite his achievements, Lil Durk's life remained intertwined with danger. In July 2021, he and his girlfriend were involved in a home invasion shootout in Georgia. The incident was a stark reminder that fame does not erase the dangers that follow many artists from the streets. But Durk emerged resilient, focused on his music, family, and future. In 2022, he released 7220, an album named after his grandmother's street address in Chicago, a symbolic gesture that underscored how deeply rooted he remained. The project debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and featured songs that explored themes of loss, fatherhood, and survival. The album's success was not just commercial, it was critical proof of Durk's evolution as an artist. He had grown from a local drill rapper into a national figure, capable of shaping hip-hop's future. Durk also ventured into business and philanthropy. He invested in real estate, fashion, and tech startups, while continuing to support up-and-coming artists through OTF. He launched the Durk Banks Endowment Fund, aimed at helping students from underprivileged communities attend college. His transformation from gang-affiliated teenager to entrepreneur and community leader was nothing short of remarkable. By 2023 and 2024, Durk had become a household name. He headlined major festivals, sold out arenas across the country, and appeared on high-profile collaborations. Still, he never strayed far from the essence of his music: pain, loyalty, and redemption. In interviews, he spoke about healing, faith, and the importance of fatherhood. He is the father of several children, and often speaks about his desire to provide a better life for them. Durk's influence now stretches beyond music. He represents resilience in the face of tragedy and the possibility of growth amidst chaos. His authenticity, combined with his work ethic, has made him a respected figure in hip-hop. He is often cited as one of the few artists who managed to evolve without losing the loyalty of his core fan base. As of 2025, Lil Durk continues to build his legacy, with new music on the horizon, collaborations with artists across genres, and ongoing efforts to uplift his community. He stands as a testament to what is possible when talent meets determination. His story is not just about rising from the streets, it's about staying true to your roots, confronting your demons, and using your voice to inspire change. From Englewood to international stages, Lil Durk's journey is a symbol of transformation. He is more than a rapper, he is a father, a leader, a survivor, and a beacon for those still navigating the shadows. And while his path has been anything but easy, Lil Durk remains unshaken, proving that even in the darkest places, hope and greatness can rise.